Hey, Funkn fans, please don't forget, you can always go to patreon.com/nice guys. Please make a donation for the show. We want to keep the lights on.
I have nothing to add. You did it so well, Strickland. Let's just get on with the show.
No, but you need to add something, Doug. Come on. Contribute, please.
Patreon.com/nice guys. That's the spot. Please, we are 100% funded by you all. And so far, we're 100% funded by you all. Let's just keep going.
As little as $2 a month. That's all we need. Thank you.
If you're listening to this recording, it means I'm dead already. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's a different recording. Here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys today.
If it's somebody that's peddling a good wear and like I might be willing, and maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're just thinking, I'm going to get that Sandler Jew. I am going to get him on the right day. Okay.
It's all about the timing.
It is all about the timing. So if a guy peddling baby Jesus one day walks up to my house and he's like, hey, is today Jesus Day? I might be willing to take him up, but you better be dressed like you're peddling religion, not like a home improvement salesman.
You know, if something happens like that, they come to me and they're like, hey, you know, have you taken Jesus into your life? I'm going to be like, dude, you couldn't even get dressed up for this? No, I'm not going to take fucking Jesus into my life. Put on a tie next time.
So Doug and Strick asked me how my day is better because I listen to the Nice Guys on Business podcast. And all I can say is that honestly, showering every day with two handsome, smart gentlemen is not the worst way a girl can start off. Also, I've learned so much and gotten so much reinforcement on great advice for how to run a business, how to maintain a business, and how to really treat people well, that the time that I get every day with the Nice Guys is the best time of my day.
Yeah, these go to 11. Need an education on how to grow your business? The Nice Guys are here to help. Learn about great customer service, networking, and how just being nice can help you prosper. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Hey, Nice Guy community. Welcome back. Welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler.
Bonus, 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 bonus. Weep, whoop, weep.
Hey, I don't think we've decided that this is absolutely positively going to be a Saturday extra bonus episode yet. So I don't know if you should say that.
Always bursting my bubble.
Dude, I'm a busy man. I don't think people are going to listen on Saturday. Like, they really need fucking more of us. They get 5 episodes a week already. I mean, maybe this is just our next Tuesday episode.
Or maybe what we could do is we could tag this on to the end of an episode as a bonus and have it like a super secret bonus where it's like a bonus after the outro. And people will be like, no, wait a minute, Steve O'Brien just did the outro. Maybe this is just like the inside scoop and these guys are just going to be talking. But so then again, I wouldn't be talking about that if this was actually super secret. Like, oh my gosh, Strick, we left the recorder on.
So why wouldn't we just do a longer episode if we were going to do that?
I don't... Because
that's what I said when we were recording earlier. Just make a longer episode.
I don't know how all this technical stuff works. You know me.
Why don't you just make 10 a little bit louder, and then when you're up on stage and you're playing, you're on 9, and then 10 you push 10 is a little. But these go to 11.
What's the whole 11 thing? I know it's a quote.
That was it. That's the whole joke. From Spinal Tap.
I don't understand the joke. So why can't they make 10 a little bit louder?
Well, that's the whole point. Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to explain like what the quote is.
I don't have to tell the joke again, because the problem is I don't think you're going to get it if I don't tell the joke. So Nigel is like, look, this amp is so cool because it goes to 11 and it's specially made just for me. Because if I'm all the way up at 10 and I'm up on stage, I need that little extra push over the cliff. And the producer, the director is like, well, dude, why don't you have the amp made special for you, right? Like it's really fucking loud, right? But you don't really need the whole thing that says 11. So just make it louder so that when you're at the high volume, you're really at 9 instead of 10, and then you can turn it up to 10. So in other words, he explains it very logically, which totally makes complete sense.
Makes sense.
And the fact that he has this thing that goes to 11, he's basically pointing out how ultimately ridiculous it is that you're putting a number 11 after the 10, that it really makes no difference whatsoever. And the guitar player stops and thinks about it, and then thinks really hard about it, and then he looks at him and goes, no, but these go to 11. He basically is like, you're an idiot. You don't get it. And the director's like, no, dude, you're the idiot. Come on. So it's the same thing. Like when you're saying to me, well, Strick, why don't we just, instead of having the episode, we'll do bonus material, right? Steve O'Brien will do his outro, right? And it'll be bonus material. And then my answer is going to be like, Doug, when they download the episode, anybody that's looking on their phone, it shows that the episode is an hour and 10 minutes long. And so there's 20 minutes left in the episode. So when they hear Steve O'Brien, anybody with half a brain is going to know that it's still longer. And if we really just wanted a longer episode, why didn't we just continue the last episode? And
Why can't we? Why don't we?
Your answer to me is, but these go to 11.
Well, I don't necessarily want it to go to 11. I'd rather do a whole different episode. I'd rather have the Saturday bonus feature. That way, here's what I envision.
Okay, so here we're looping back again now, because you see, you've completely ignored my objection. You've basically said, I don't want a large, I just want bigger bread. I'm sorry, that's another Spinal Tap joke. But you basically said, I don't want a longer episode. And I said, Doug, I don't feel like producing a Saturday episode because I don't want to edit one more. And I think 5 episodes a week is almost too much. 6 episodes a week would be too much. And your answer is, but I want a Saturday episode.
Okay, we'll put this in either as a whole new episode, or we'll tag it on to the end, but we'll do it after. It's kind of like the Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where after it's over and they're listening to the credits, it's all over. Even put some hold music, like the let me make a double movie reference. Girl from Ipanema, Blues Brothers. Hey, Strick,
I gotta dump that into my Zencaster.
I was gonna say, could you dump that into your?
I need to get that into the Zencaster. That'd be fine.
So if we do the outro with Steve-O, and then you have the hold music for a moment or two, people are gonna think, no, they're gone. But what is this 30 minutes extra? And then you got to do it long, like an extra whole minute or maybe 2 minutes of the hold music, and that way our true Funkn fans, the ones that really. No, I don't know. Then it's going to be like... You
really just don't want to make this our next week episode. God forbid we get ahead of the game.
You know, it's kind of like the end of the month for my bills. My financial planner says to me, you know what? It would be really good if you just had maybe an extra 3 or 4 months of your monthly expenses in your savings account. So that if you do have a short month, 1 month, then you can, it's not really that challenging. You just pull it out of that extra savings. I'm like, I'm 2 years old. I haven't done it once in my entire life. Why am I going to start now? This is just a challenge for me. I just like to spend every cent that I make. And then some. So,
Dude, I hate it when you say how old you are. I'm going to bleep that out, by the way. I'm going to bleep it right out.
Oh, jeez.
I hate it.
Okay, so I'm 2 years old. I'm 52 years old.
I'm bleeping it out again. Dude, I am in control. I am like the wedding singer. I have the microphone. You will listen to me, or in this particular case, you will not listen to what I bleep out, whatever I feel like when I don't like what Doug says.
Oh my gosh, you're going to beep out that I'm fucking years old?
Dude, you can say it 100 fucking times. I'm going to bleep it out every goddamn time, all right?
The funniest part about that, Strick, it's going to be so funny hearing this back. What's so funny about it is you didn't beep out the fuck word, but you beeped out like...
You can curse all you want, but don't mention how old you are.
Alrighty, that's fine. I cannot wait to hear it. Yeah.
You remember the point of this bonus episode? The reason that we wanted to do this episode is because we have so many great topics to get to. And now we are 10 minutes into it and we haven't touched one of them.
That is so funny. Okay, which one of those topics? That is hilarious. That is such a nice guy's shit show form, is that we wanted the bonus episodes so that we could cover these extra topics.
And what are we doing? All we're doing is talking about how we don't even know if it's going to be a bonus episode or if it's going to be a regular episode, and how old Doug is and how old I am, which I'm not going to say. And you can say it again, Doug. I'm going to fucking beep it out. You can say it. I don't care.
I'm not going to say it. Hey, I did a job.
You're not going to try and sneak one in. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say how old I am. Doesn't matter. I'm going to beep it out. When I just said it those 2 times, I'm going to beep those out too. Doesn't matter. You can't sneak it in.
Okay. What is wait a minute, is that... No, I don't know what that is. Roman numerals.
Yeah, Roman numerals, yeah.
I don't know. I did a game of Simon Says a couple weeks ago for a company. I don't know if I talked about this on the show, but they gave away a round trip ticket to anywhere in the United States.
You did talk about it.
Did I mention
this
that?
Was like months ago, I thought, right?
Well, I did it again.
Okay.
That's it. No, I don't want to talk about it.
You're just telling us? Is that on the topic list?
Well, I have a
Is it on the topic list?
Shit. No.
Okay, so we're skipping that then.
No, okay.
Thank you for mentioning it. Is there something more you want to talk about with that? Do you want to say specifically who won and what country or what city they specifically decided to go to and give us the dates of the actual travel? Did you want to do that too, Doug? For those of you who don't know, which is all of you because I beeped it out, Doug just said his age again. For those of you who are wondering why there was just a random beep in the middle, it's because Doug said his age again.
Did we decide where we're going to put this episode?
Nope.
No. Are you going to decide at some point?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Do we need to? We didn't do any promo for Patreon. You know, we don't really even care if we make any money from the show, do we?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Because this is an episode, so I really should get to that. Doug Sandler on the other side of the mic. My name's Strickland. Did we do that? I don't even remember.
What day is the show airing, Strick, so that I can tell everybody?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, I thought you'd make a decision pretty quickly.
I have the microphone. You will listen to me. No, I have no idea. I haven't even thought about it yet. We haven't decided yet. It's either going to be, I'm really thinking maybe this is going to be our next Tuesday episode. Let's get ahead.
Okay. All right. That's fine. All right, we're 14 minutes in. We haven't covered any topics, so it is pretty typical in typical fashion of how we run each of our episodes. The whole idea of this was bonus, so we could actually get to some of these topics that we really liked that we didn't get to. All right, so since last week you ran a speed test of all of the topics that we were going to cover. Did you want to go through that again so that we can pick one, or do you just want me to pick one? I don't know. Okay.
I want to hear why Mar is your new favorite person in your life, because I love Mar and she's one of the favorite people in my life too, but I want to hear specifically why she's one of the favorite people in your life.
Because, Mar is out of a job. I think she's still out of a job, but
no, she's actually working for, there was a friend of hers, a guy that she used to work with, and he had like a bunch of pickup work. He's like, hey, I'm really behind. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? And it's turned into more of a full-time thing. So I don't know if she's been officially offered a job, but she's really busy with this guy, basically full-time. So again, I don't know if this is something she's going to continue with long-term, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted. Go ahead.
Hey, this is cool. I just got a text on my phone that reminds me of a podcast appointment. I didn't even know I had a text-to-phone reminder.
Okay.
That's interesting. I guess that's a new feature that Acuity is now offering. Interesting.
Cool.
I like that very much. So why is Mar my favorite person? Mar's my favorite person because she has been landing us some amazing guests because of her tenacity just on Twitter alone.
I love that.
She'll send... Haven't you seen any of the messages on... what the heck is that?
Slack?
Yeah. She's like, okay, Funkn Fans, it's time to take action. She's like putting the group in action. I don't even have to be there for it to happen.
I know. I love that.
When that shit happens, that's someone that's extremely loyal and cooperative and helpful. I mean, I love that. That's why Mar is my new favorite person in the entire world.
We have to figure out a way to get Mar to Las Vegas for our Gen Blue convention.
We have to figure out how to get everybody to Las Vegas that is in our Funkn Fan group. If you're a part of our Slack group, and I know you're listening to this right now because you're a part of our Slack group and you pretty much do everything that all of the other Funkn Fans which is amazing. Thank you. We need to figure out a way to get everybody. That was not a topic on my list. I really want to make sure that gets on our list, though. Can you put that on the list so we can cross it off? You know I like to do shit like that.
Get everybody to Vegas for Gen Blue?
Yes.
Well, we need to get ourselves there first. I mean, we keep talking about it like we're going to do it, but
Strick,
we actually haven't gotten there yet.
We have to sit outside the conference, the building, and do our podcast. We're going.
October 17th through the 19th of this year, Las Vegas, MGM. And by the way, you know what? The conference is at the MGM Grand.
Yeah.
One of the very few Las Vegas hotels that I've not stayed at, or casino hotels. I mean, I haven't stayed at like the Travel Lodge or the Super 8, but you know.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I do have it on the schedule already. So the 17th through the 19th, I have it right on there. It's already blocked off my schedule. We haven't made any of the arrangements yet because we don't need to do that yet. But it's on my schedule. For me, it's a done deal, which means that anybody that is a Funkn fan that wants to go and hang out with us at the off times that we're not going to be at the conference, which would be pretty much the entire time, because probably, I mean, if you're Caldwell Banker, are you actually going to be inviting us into the conference? I mean, a total shit show like us? Are you actually going to?
this is a conference specifically for realtors. And so if you're a Funkn fan and you're not a realtor, you don't have to attend the convention. But I mean, they can't keep you out of Vegas, so you might as well. And MGM Grand has like 5,000 rooms, so I'm sure they'll have extra rooms. And we haven't actually planned anything that we're going to do after convention hours, but I guarantee you we're going to do things after convention hours with groups.
It's going to be a total fuckery. It's going to be the best part about it is it's going to be us hanging out at the bar, going to shows, going to the casino, having dinner, having great meals. Can you imagine, Strick, we've got to plan our entire next mastermind session. Well, maybe not mastermind. We're going to have to call it something else. We're going to have to plan our entire, what would you call it? We're going to have our first, what would it be? What would we call this?
Well,
Funkn Fan?
We haven't decided exactly what we're going to do. We'd just be like a get-together.
Yeah. It would be a Can we call it a Funkn Fan fuckery?
Funkn Fan fuckery. I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah. The first annual Funkn Fan funkery.
Yeah, I like it. And of course, it's got to be in Vegas. I mean, every year it'll have to be in Vegas now.
That's okay, and we could do it around the same time at the Gen Blue conference until we get bigger than Gen Blue, and then it would be challenging, because at some point... Then the Gen
Blue would have to arrange it around us.
Right. Exactly. This is good.
I like it.
So I'm envisioning in my mind, Celine Dion, right? We're going to the show. Celine Dion. What, no Celine? Can't go to Celine?
I'd go see Celine Dion. Yeah, that'd be entertaining.
You're just saying that.
No, I would actually.
Celine Dion.
No, I'm not. I am absolutely, positively not a Celine Dion fan. Yeah. But I think she's an amazing performer, and I would go see her. And if we're talking about Vegas, Britney Spears is doing a residency out there right now. I would be kind of interested to see Britney Spears, except that I heard on my 500 by Midnight podcast that she actually doesn't sing at all.
What?
At all. Now, it's expected nowadays that when you get performers, especially ones that dance a lot, right?
Yeah.
That there's going to be some lip syncing because you can only sing so much when you're moving and grooving and dancing and all that. And so there's going to be some, but I would expect with Britney that it's like, okay, she would sing some.
But her mic's not even on? Her mic's not even on?
Apparently not. She does talk to the audience a little in between songs, but the people, the host, Tim and Michelle from 500 by Midnight, they specifically said, because I asked, I'm like, I'd be curious to see her. And they were like, no, she doesn't sing at all. And I'm like, fuck that.
That's disappointing. No. That's really disappointing. Even if she's only singing the background to the songs that she's leading on, like she has a foreground track and she's singing the background track, I'd even be okay with that.
I know, something, right? She got to sing something.
I want to hear her out of breath a little bit. I want to hear her challenged to make the notes,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are other people, The Who is doing a residency out there right now, but tickets are ridiculously expensive.
Wait a minute.
We'll have to see who's playing in October while we're there. Hey, maybe we can organize something where we'll get a group to go to a show together. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be a show. It would be dinner. It would be all of the entertainment value that a conference could offer without any of the education.
Without any of the education. Hey, and you get to hang out and have drinks with us.
Yeah, I like this.
We're totally going to do this. This is going to be such fuckery. I love it.
That's why it's called the Funkn Fan fuckery.
I love it.
I think this is great.
Are we going to get to any of these other topics that we created this extra bonus, maybe regular episode for? We don't know what it is going to be yet, but we're going to do something.
I'm going to let you pick. I've already given you that we did cover one of the topics, which is Mara, the new most favorite person in my life. Would you like to pick another topic that's on that list that you would like to talk about?
Your burper is broken?
Well, I don't know if you know this. You may not, it goes into the whole bodily function part of my life. You may not even be aware of this, but Strickland, have you ever heard me burp?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't.
Really?
No, I never have in my entire life.
Get out of town.
No, my burper is broken. I mean, legit, my burper is broken. I have no burper.
It took you 2.5 years to tell me this?
Yeah, I didn't know it was a big deal.
I didn't know it was. I didn't know it even existed. I didn't know you could have that.
I definitely have that. So then it got me thinking about all of the other bodily functions that that people express in one way, shape, or form. And so my burper's broken. So my brother always makes fun of me because I don't have a burper at all. I mean, I could drink soda. I think what's happening is you're typing, and as you're typing, you're
Oh no! Right now I'm playing with my cables right now, but I figured since I'm not talking, I'm going to fix this in the mix anyway. As soon as I start talking, if I'm making noise, it won't cover it. But while you're talking, just ignore the noise because I'm going to take it out of the final mix. The listeners won't even hear it.
That's challenging to tell me to ignore the noise when you're hearing boing.
I know, right?
So
I know I'm trying to distract you.
Well, why don't you just hit your little mute button as I'm talking, and then you can chime in when you want to. How about that part?
I'm done now. It's okay.
You know what, Strickland? If you play with your cable a lot, you're going to go blind.
It's okay. I'm done now.
I have not re-listened to any of the episode of Guys We Fucked. Have you listened to that at all?
Yeah, I actually have been listening to it some.
Oh, you have? So
it's entertaining. Okay. I'm telling you, they ramble, but it's fun. They're entertaining. It's interesting.
Okay,
I like it.
I'm going to throw this out there to you, and I know you might think this is either a horrible idea or a great idea, and I'll run with it in either direction that you want to. But any possibility that the girls from Guys We Fucked would actually come on this podcast?
I think it would be cool as shit if they did, but I don't know that they will. Because they're huge. I mean, really, the episode that I listened to, they did shout outs for everybody that I think bought their book.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And they even said, hey, we need to stop doing this, basically because we have so many people buying it.
Right.
And it was like 50 shout outs in 1 week.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a great idea. And shit, we got Gary Vaynerchuk. We got fucking Ariana Huffington. We can probably get a couple of girls we fucked. I mean, not actual girls that we fucked, but, 2 girls from the show. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That was sounding really good. Could you say that again so I can understand? I know what you meant, but let me hear. I want to hear it for what it was, what the true value of what you said. Do you remember what you said?
I totally set it up meaning it that way. Like, I'm sure we could get a couple of girls we fucked on the show, and then no, we could get the girls that do the podcast.
I'd have to go way back to college. I know many episodes ago, I told a situation of a girl that I hooked up with in college that ended up just thinking that I was a complete dick, and I did not intend to be a complete dick, and maybe she perceived that I was. Maybe she even is a Funkn fan and listens to the show now. I have no idea, but I just remember, yes, a real shit show of a time back in college. Anyway, so where were we heading with the girls we fucked?
Maybe Mark can help us tweet out to them, because I know they're on Twitter, right? I mean, I think they're pretty active on social media.
Oh, maybe so. They probably are.
They would be really cool guests to have on, I think. They would be, you know what? Think about that. We could get them as guests on the show, right? And maybe if they actually listen to an episode or two, they'll be like, hey, these guys are really fucking fun. This isn't business at all. It's total fuckery and total fun, and you should listen. And if they start promoting us, we could really get some listeners.
Well, which begs the question, should we change the name of the podcast to just The Nice Guys? Because I know that to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we are the nice guys on business, but I think what do you feel we are branded as?
Okay, I don't think we should totally change the name, because The Nice Guys is too generic, and we do, especially Monday, Wednesday, Friday, clearly we talk a lot of business with the interview people. Now, if you're saying that maybe we should split and have 2 separate podcasts, like there should be The Nice Guys on Business, which would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe we call that The Nice Guys on Business Interviews, right? And then Tuesday and Thursday, we have a totally separate show that's called The Nice Guys on Business Shittery or whatever. Like, we could do that. Now, but we talked about that before, and I thought we had made the decision at the time that we didn't want to split it. And who knows, maybe we'll readdress it.
I'm afraid we're going to lose some of our audience. And
I am too, and that's why I don't think it's that big a deal.
But the idea of going into a whole different category, because we would take ourselves out of the business category on iTunes and on Overcast and put ourselves into I would have to say we'd go into the comedy category, wouldn't it? It wouldn't go into lifestyle.
It's too much work. I think we'd just leave it like it is.
It's a lot of work. Well, would you rather do that or edit the bonus episodes?
Fuck that. Let's just leave it where it is.
Yeah, so many things going on. So many things.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
So now we're 27 minutes into our episode, and we've actually gotten... Okay, so you got your burper is broken. What about where the hell was it? I liked it. Oh, shit. It was right here. Door-to-door Jesus worshippers.
Oh my gosh! So, do you in your neighborhood? Do you get door knockers? You get people that come and knock on your door, and I can't tell now, because it used to be that the Jesus lovers would walk up to your door, or the Jehovah's lovers, or whoever it was. or the did Hare Krishna ever go door to door?
I don't think so. Now, there's the big joke that they used to be in the airports.
Airports, yeah.
And that's like from Airplane, where the guy gets into a fight with a Hare Krishna trying to give him a flower or something, right? But yeah, I mean, we get like, the Seventh-day Adventists and like the Jehovah's Witnesses that come to the door and like, have you heard the word of God? Are you saved? And all that shit. So yeah.
I never understand why somebody knocks on my door talking about Jesus and they can see quite clearly on my door that I'm Jewish because I have a mezuzah.
Well, maybe they're not paying that much attention. And it doesn't matter because they're trying to save you anyway. Like, okay, so let's say that they knew that I was a Christian. Like maybe they knew that I am Roman Catholic for some reason. I've got a Roman Catholic cross outside of the house or something, right?
All right.
And if they are a Jehovah's Witness...
Wait, pardon my ignorance for a second, but what's the difference between Catholicism and being a Roman Catholic? Is there something different in the cross?
So there's, again, I don't know religion that much, but there's Catholicism.
Eat, sleep, drink, Dubai. This is not an endorsement or a review
of any specific religion, right? Catholicism is a very big overarching,
Christianity.
Christianity, right. So there's Christianity is the big overarching, and then there are factions. There's like Roman Catholic, and then there's like Episcopalian, and there's Baptist, which I think are all, technically,
whatever.
Under Catholicism,
okay,
or under
Christianity. Sorry, you're such You're such a good Christian. Strickland.
I need more coffee. I'm a Quaker. I'm not fucking Christian.
I'm a Quaker.
So,
hey, do you have any relatives that look like the one on the box of the Quaker Oats?
No, because I'm like first generation Quaker. It's not like I was. It's not like many generations back Quaker. I'm like the first one in the family. Well, my mom is Quaker now, but she wasn't when we were growing up.
Do you even eat oatmeal?
No, not at all. Steel cut or any other kind. No.
Okay.
So anyway, Johns Hopkins was Quaker.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean Johns Hopkins, the institution?
The guy that founded the medical university.
All right. So is Johns Hopkins, is that two people? Because Johns is a last name, not a first name.
Right. So no, his first name is Johns, and it is Johns plural with an S, which is a common mistake. But that was actually his first name was Johns with an S, which is a strange name. And so when the university was first started, he was Quaker, right? And so one of the things with Quakerism is it's like all about equality and everybody is the same and nobody should be looked up or down upon. One of the tenets of his college was that he said you need to allow women to enroll. Right?
Yeah.
And at the time, first of all, women didn't go to college, but women definitely didn't go to medical school, right? Okay. Like female doctors. And they basically said, because this is 1905, 1906, right? Turn of the century, right? And basically the people said, you're fucking nuts. There's no fucking way we're going to do that. And he said, well, then there's no fucking way you're getting my money. And obviously his donation, I mean, they named the goddamn university after him. So his donation was obviously a huge percentage. I mean, they were not going to be able to make a university without his money.
Right.
So he basically said, that's the rules. You don't do it. You don't get my money. And they're like, oh, fuck. Okay. So they actually allowed women in. Now, interestingly enough, about 5 years, I think, after the university was started. And by the way, if there's anybody out there that knows the history of Johns Hopkins and I'm wrong, please tell me because I could be totally wrong. This is just the way I remember it.
All right, Strick, at this point, I don't even think anybody even listens to our show anymore.
True. So, they allowed women in, and they had about 15 or 20 women that applied and were training to be doctors, which again, at the time, women didn't even go to college. For them to be doctors, crazy, right? Johns Hopkins died, right?
Yep.
And when he died, they changed the rules back.
Oh,
no. They
no.
basically said, fuck it, we're not letting women in anymore because he was dead. And for the next 20 or 30 years, they didn't let women in until somebody else fought to actually let them back in again. But, yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. I mean, the Underground Railroad that snuck slaves out of the South and into the North, that was run by
Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad?
Yeah, that was run by Quakers too.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the whole door-to-door Jehovah's Witnesses and all that shit. I think that their whole tenet is we want to save the world. So they don't care if you're Christian or Catholic or Jewish or whatever it is you may be. So even if they see your mezuzah and they know you're Jewish, I'm pretty sure their whole attitude is, hey, dude, you're Jewish, so you're wrong. So we're trying to save you.
So
but it's not like they hate the Jews. They hate anybody that's not a Jehovah's Witness. They're trying to save you.
Hate is against the whole Christianity thing, though. They can't hate me. They just want to change me.
Yeah, right. I think the whole tenet of Christianity is we don't like hate. That's why more people have been killed over religion and Christianity than anything else in the entire world.
In other words, what you're telling me is if I don't change to Catholicism, pretty soon I'm going to have an RPG come through my window. Is that what's going to happen?
I don't know.
I don't understand. I keep thinking, and now it used to be that I could determine who. That's a tough word. I could determine exactly who was a Jesus peddler because they would be dressed in like a shirt and tie and jacket and stuff, and now they're dressed. What's that noise?
Hold on 1 second. Yeah.
You know how loose the show is.
Anyway, the Jesus peddlers, so they come to your door, and you used to be able to tell because they would wear suit and tie and they'd have the little flyer, right? So what now? Now Doug's totally thrown off his game now because of the interruptions at my house. Like interruptions at my house are something new, right? Like this has never happened. Our podcast is so tight for my glass enclosed
Hey, Strick, you know what?
Studio, what?
Baby. I'm going to be like, are you going to beep the out of
Yeah, absolutely. I totally am. Now, that's not how old you are. You are not the number of but I'm going to beep it out anyway. Anytime you say any number, whatever number, I'm just going to beep out the numbers. It's going to be automatic. Yeah.
Oh, my face hurts. Oh my God. Okay, so it used to be that the Jesus worshipers and the peddlers would come to my door and they would be well dressed, and nowadays they're dressed just like the guys that come to do the home improvements.
Oh yeah,
so I never
like jeans and t-shirts, like
maybe not quite that casual, but but definitely they are slacks, and a polo is quite acceptable to be the bejesus peddlers.
The bejesus peddler. I next, if something happens like that, they come to me and they're like, "Hey, have you taken Jesus into your life?" I'm going to be like, dude, you couldn't even get dressed up for this? No, I'm not going to take fucking Jesus into my life. Put on a tie next time.
No, but I would say, no, I'm not interested in Jesus, but if you would like to clean my gutters, I have a job open. Because sometimes, every once in a while, I mean, it's all about timing, right? Because the guys that come to my door, I'm not a guy that likes to go and, like, I had a guy that came up this winter, and I know I needed wood. I needed wood for our fireplace. We have a real wood burning fireplace in our house.
Yeah.
Which brings up a whole different topic. I fucking hate my landlord, but whatever. Okay, so the guy comes up, and I needed wood. So normally I would get online, I'd shop for the company, I'd find a price, and I'd probably try make a couple of calls because I'm a cheap son of a bitch, and I'd say, okay, and I'll find one. But the guy knocks on my door and he's like, hey, you want to buy a cord for $150? I'm like, well, I don't quite need a cord. Can you give me a little less? Can I give you like $75 and you can put whatever you think is worthwhile on the pile? And I'm like, okay. So I paid him $75 in cash, and he loads up the wood. I would do the same with a guy that is coming to, it's all timing. Like if I didn't need wood, I would have just shoveled the guy away. I don't need Jesus ever in my life, okay?
I was going to say, it's all about the timing. Like, where are you going with that? Like, if it was like, you know what? I just got back from my high holy services, and you know what? They charged me for the ticket. You got to buy tickets for these things, and you know what? It was kind of expensive. I mean, I wanted to get good seats, so I paid a premium. I had to buy scalp tickets so I could be in the front 3 rows. And you know what?
I want a good view with a Torah. Right, I need the first 3 rows.
Yeah, so like it sounded like where you were going with that was like, you know what? If one of those Jesus sellers had come to me like the day after Yom Kippur, when I was not feeling so good about it, you know what? I might have fucking bought their Jesus shit.
I could have. If it's somebody that's peddling a good wear and like, so it's good. It's something that's good. I might be willing, and maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're just thinking, I'm going to get that Sandler Jew. I am going to get him on the right day. Okay,
It's all about the timing.
It is all the timing. So if a guy peddling baby Jesus one day walks up to my house and he's like, "Hey, is today Jesus Day?" I might be willing to take him up, but you better be dressed like you're peddling religion, not like a home improvement salesman. You got to be nice, and maybe if there's like, is there a rebate? Do you get anything back? Anything? That's the Jew in me. It's just asking me, is there anything that I get back?
But dressing the dressing down, they're trying to connect with you, right? Like, okay, what is it? What's a musical act that you love right now? Give me a band that you love?
Oh, geez, I hate when you do this to me. Let's see, Maroon 5.
Maroon 5. So a guy walks up to you and he's wearing a Maroon 5 t-shirt, right? And you're like, "Hey, dude, I fucking love Maroon 5. Hey, me too. You want to buy Jesus into your life? You know, come on, he's trying to connect."
I'd have a whole debate on why is Adam Levine actually trying to get into acting. I just don't think it's for him. It's not a good position for him. He should stick to, not only should he stick to studio or singing, but he should stick to studio singing, because in concert, he's not a good singer. I don't even think he's a good showman. I think that on the radio, he's good because he's got all the production, all the stuff that the Strickland Bonners of the world do. But when he's actually singing, I don't think so.
So you'd prefer a Britney Spears show where she doesn't pretend. Well, I was going to say, you don't hear her singing badly because she's not really singing.
No, I want you to give me some effort. I don't want you to bring me to if you're going to bring me to a concert where you're actually just going to stand there and backtrack sing, or, you know, or not even sing, or lip sync sing, that's not going to work for me. If you're going to dance around, especially if you're going to be half naked and dance around, but not Adam Levine. Okay, Britney Spears is fine, but not Adam Levine, please, not Adam. Then I'm okay if you actually have some lip syncing going on. But if you're going to stand, I don't know. He's not. In my opinion, Adam, if you would like to come on the show and debate this, or do a live studio recording with the nice guys, that would be fine. Strickland's going to play the guitar because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I can only play play the blues if it's in the key of E. Okay,
right. You know, talking about mixing the old with the new, one of my favorite ads was this Slim Jim ad where you got a guy and it's an Amish kid, right? And it's like teenagers, but he's in a horse and buggy, right? And it's one kid and he's dressed up all Amish, and there's another guy in the buggy with him that's got like a t-shirt on it. It's like they're high school age kids, right?
Yep.
And the one kid that's dressed in the t-shirt says to the Amish kid, he's like, "Dude, like, you guys, you don't have technology. Like, you don't have the internet. What's that like, not having the internet?" And the Amish kid says, "Oh, it's about the same. I get pictures of your mom through the mail." I love that ad. Like, you know, it's still your mama joke, but it's like, "Oh, I just get it in the mail."
You're not gonna. Okay, so can I break that down? Break that joke down a little bit. First,
if you like.
First, you sounded a little bit like an Indian guy as opposed to
Indian. No, it was supposed to be like. I'm not saying it was good, but it was supposed to be like. I guess I was kind of doing more like Midwest, like Canadian Fargo or something, but it's not just didn't come out right at all. Not at all.
And the other thing was, shit, I don't even remember what the other thing was. Damn it.
This has been Dissecting the Joke with the Nice Guys.
Oh, it would have been like if you would have told the joke about, "I'm not negotiating, we've already determined that you're a prostitute."
How many times have I told that Amish joke before? Because I know I've told it on the podcast before, but I feel like it was at least 100 episodes ago or more.
Sean Carpenter, he for some reason, he is able to document everything. I don't know how he is, but he resent me a photo. This photo was taken exactly 12 months ago when I just became a Funkn fan. I'm like, how do you even know that? Do you keep track of anything that much in your life?
Yeah, like my hooker joke. I know I've told that many, numerous times on the show.
Yeah, that's great. It's like the go-to joke.
It is. It's a good joke. I like it.
Hey, Strick, did we cover any topics?
Oh, Jesus, one or two, but we're 42 minutes in, so we really got to go again.
No. Hey, maybe when you come back from whatever you're doing, we can record more.
I would love to, but today is bad. I've got so much stuff to edit and do, and it's a.
Strick, we're gonna have a problem. We have a guest that came on the show.
What guest?
I don't know, but did we already record the intro for the guest that's happening on Monday?
All three guests for the week?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we have to do those. We're going to do those like right now, though. But we have to finish this episode first.
Okay, well, let's get out of here, and we'll go to record those. I don't even know what day this airs. This could air in like 6 months, but if you're hearing it, it's today.
It's today.
Gosh, all right.
Wherever you go, there you are.
Exactly. Nice guy community. Never underestimate the power of nice. Steve O'Brien, take us out of here.
click on the Patreon link in the show notes. And for as little as $2 a month, you can help support the podcast and get access to fun bonus content. That's like a cup of Starbucks coffee a month, a grande shot, maybe a little flavoring. Thanks for listening. I mean, seriously, you need to cut back on your caffeine anyway. You know, if I die, you guys are going to feel like crap.